Hello friends, myself Siddharth Chauhan. Welcome to Easy Medchem. Today's part of the video will be covering about the 11th cranial nerve, which is the accessory nerve. As the accessory nerve, which is an 11th cranial nerve, is having a two parts. The spinal accessory part, which get its origin from the cervical number vertebra number 1st to cervical number vertebra number 5th, C1 to C5th of the spinal cord, and passes upward through a foramen magnum and enter the skull. The cranial accessory part and the spinal accessory part both will merge together and will form an 11th cranial nerve, which is an accessory nerve. This nerve is a unique that they are formed from the ventral rootlets that emerge from the spinal cord. The spinal accessory part of the accessory nerve will get its origin from the ventral rootlets. Okay, they will get its origin from the ventral rootlets of the C1 to C5. These rootlets arise from C1 to C5 of the spinal cord and passes upward through a foramen magnum along the spinal cord. This nerve enter the skull as an accessory nerve via foramen of magnum. Okay. The accessory nerve exits the skull through a jugular foramen together with the vagus nerve and innervates the trapezius and the sternocleidomastoid muscle. The accessory nerve will generally innervates two muscles. We have to remember just two muscles, which are the trapezius muscles and the sternocleidomastoid muscles. If somehow the trapezius muscles will get paralyzed, or the nerve which supplies to a trapezius muscle is get paralyzed, the condition which will occur is a shrugging of the shoulder will occur. If somehow the muscle, which is a sternocleidomastoid muscle, is get paralyzed, the nerve which supplies to this muscle is get paralyzed, the condition called torticollis will occur. This nerve is having both cranial as well as the spinal part. The two parts of the accessory nerve are the cranial accessory part and the spinal accessory part. The cranial rootlets have been shown to be part of the vagus nerve. We have to remember this, which is not a true one, but we have to remember just as a vagus nerve, the cranial rootlet of the accessory part have been shown to be the part of the vagus nerve, isn't it? This nerve is primarily a motor nerve. This is not a sensory nerve, it is a motor nerve. This nerve supplies somatic motor fibers to trapezius and the sternocleidomastoid muscles, which together moves the head and neck and convey proprioceptive impulse from the same muscles. Okay. If somehow the injury occurs to a spinal rootlet of the accessory nerve, it will cause the head to turn towards the side of the injury as a result of the sternocleidomastoid muscles. If somehow the nerve which supplies to the sternocleidomastoid muscle is get paralyzed, this condition is called torticollis, because in this condition the head turns towards the same side of the injury as a result of the sternocleidomastoid muscle. If the paralysis occurs in the nerve which supplies to a trapezius muscles, if the nerve that supplies to a trapezius muscle is get paralyzed, the condition is called the shrugging of the shoulder will occur. Shrugging of the shoulder. So two types of condition, which are the torticollis and the shrugging of the shoulder, will occur if the innervation to these type of muscles will get paralyzed. So that's all for this part of the video. We'll be continuing about the next part of the video with the next cranial nerve. So do like, share and subscribe my channel and press bell icon for more notification, and do comments also. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe Easy Medchem and press bell icon for more notification.